What's up, guys?
We're live. What up? We in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Here we are again.
Right.
Back at it another Saturday.
Yep.
Another Saturday down.
So today we've, what I'm saying, since there isn't really much going on this week in the news.
That's weird because, I don't know. I've never had a week where we didn't have shit to talk about, really.
Right.
Like, nothing happened. I was really confused, too, because I was pretty sure, something would have happened. No.
Right.
No, that's been a pretty fucking boring week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired.
So what we got here is a few Mandela effects we're gonna react to.
Yeah. So all right, this all started because I told Fred about the Shazam movie, and we watched the guy that was going through boxes of VHS tapes, and then it popped up, and he said, "Huh, I guess it did exist." And Fred goes, "Ha, I remember that movie." I was like, that movie never existed, right?" And Fred was like, "Yeah, it did." And I was like, "No, no, it didn't. According to the internet and the weird world we live in, it never existed. It was not a real movie."
Yep.
And that kind of took us down a rabbit hole where we ended up now.
Right.
So the Mandela effect is basically started because Nelson Mandela back in the day died in prison, and then all of a sudden he didn't. And then it started this big thing where everybody was trying to figure out how that was possible because there were headlines and there was a lot of newspapers and articles and stuff that were saying, that he died in prison while he was in Africa, and then it never happened. So we ended up in this long debate, and the internet's been blowing up and going crazy over it, and I have been going out of my fucking mind because I feel like my whole childhood's a lie. So I'm turning everything off right now so I don't get interrupted.
Yeah, so I got green in my hat, so
craziness. You know what was crazy is I thought you were gonna have to change my shirt last time.
I tweaked it just.
Did you? Because I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it's not green. It's like a weird color that I was like,
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know not to wear green shirts anymore. I get yelled at. So anyway, yeah, so that's where we ended up here, and these are this is 40 Mandela effects, the examples of them that will blow your mind. And I'm gonna go through, and we'll screen record it. We're gonna go through this together and have our mind blown. So let's go up. So Nelson Mandela's death was the first one. I do remember that. That was the one I just talked about.
Right.
Let's see, and that is it. All right, cool. So moving on. No, I'm just playing. I think you gotta hit the.
Okay.
Hit the next button.
There we go.
I scrolled down too hard.
Right.
So Jiffy was never a thing.
So yeah, I people used to call it Jiffy when I was a kid, and I just assumed that was what was on the label.
Yeah.
So me seeing this, I never paid attention to the label hard enough.
I'm not even a peanut butter guy, so I don't think this really resonated with me. But I do remember Jiffy being a thing. But I don't know if it was because people called it Jiffy or if it was because Jiffy was a thing and now it's not.
Yeah, it's Jeff.
I don't know. My name is Jeff.
You're right.
Looney Tunes. That's a hard one.
So it's Looney
TOONS or is it Tunes like TUNS?
I thought it was like TOON. Oh no.
No, I'm pretty sure I remember Looney Tunes, like TUNES.
Oh, I used to think it was tune, like TOO.
It's almost 0 cents, but yes, the cartoon was spelled TUNES. Okay,
Tunes.
so I do slightly remember that, but you gotta remember, I'm ancient. I'm like a dinosaur, so my memory is not the best anyway.
You in?
I have a hard time remembering people I just met.
Right. Oh yeah.
So for me, it's like I could look at this and be like, I can see how I would get that wrong.
Right.
Yeah. I don't see the big fucking deal about that. This the big one. This the big one. So the Berenstain Bears, or is it the Berenstein Bears?
I don't see the difference.
I do. And I
see.
Remember
so
it.
one's an A and one's an E
I
at the end.
specifically remember this shitty ass book being the Berenstein Bears.
Yeah,
not the Berenstain. But look,
Yeah,
you're literally
Berensteins.
E and A. It's an E and an A, right? It's easy as a kid to forget an E or an A. So it could have been the Berenstain Bears. I just never paid attention to it.
Right. Because I've heard people and myself say Berenstein No, with the
Berenstain.
Berenstain Bears.
Or Berenstain or whatever. Yeah.
Berenstain.
That's too close. It's too close of.
I see how people would get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too close. There's an A and an E.
Oh shit.
It's really easy to get that wrong.
Right.
So I don't see the big deal about it, but I get it. Let's see. This one fucked me up. So
really,
Curious George
never had a tail.
He had a tail.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Okay, it's fine. I'll fight you.
No,
I don't
I'm just
mind.
saying.
Like, no. We can set up a boxing match. I will box you.
Only reason I know this is when I was a kid, when I was young, I actually had a lunchbox. I was maybe 10.
What kind of monkey doesn't have a tail for it?
But he's never had a tail.
But then how was he hanging from the light poles? And
He's
stuff
using
that
his
he was
feet.
doing? It's too close.
I'm telling you, man, he never had a tail.
I don't agree with it. I think that he had a tail. I do.
No.
I honestly do.
No.
I honestly think he
He's
had
never
a tail.
had a tail. And then look at this tail is like clearly edited all there.
To be fair, the whole thing is edited. So,
Oh yeah, true.
So
Oh.
you could say that, but
Yeah, I remember he didn't have a tail.
I don't know. I feel like this is a social experiment we're all a part of.
Right.
We're trying to figure this out.
Yeah, this one I have no clue about. Sex in the City?
It's Sex in the City. I-N. It's Sex in the City,
No, it
not
says
Sex
it-
and the City.
It says sex. Wait.
But my mom watched this. It's an HBO
Man.
special back a long time ago, and my mom watched it like religiously. I'm telling you right now, it's Sex in the City. I-N.
You know what was crazy? I've seen my mom watch the show, and I could have swore, now that I remember, it was Sex in the City.
Yeah, but they're saying it was Sex and the City.
That doesn't make sense.
That
then.
doesn't even make
Who's
sense.
the city?
Yeah. It's probably because it was about a bunch of whores fucking the entire city. That's really what the show is about. At the end of the day, that's what it was.
But
So maybe it was Sex and the City because it was like, yeah, there's sex and we're doing the whole city.
I don't know. Sex in the City would
make more sense.
definitely make more sense.
I honestly think it was Sex in the City.
Yeah, that's right. I can see
I'm
it
sticking
being-
to my guns. I
Right.
think it really was that. So I'm gonna move on from that. All right, let's see. Febreze. I remember it being that one.
Yeah, me too.
Febreze.
And you know what's crazy? I recently I got one of these at home, and I was just one day I sat there and looked at it, and I was like, something's missing.
Yeah.
Why is it shorter?
Yeah.
Right? And I did my research, and I came up to this, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I specifically
What the fuck?
remember it being with two E's. Yeah.
Febreze. No, it's Febreze.
Yeah. That's not, but
I'm just like,
I think they just relabeled it, never told anybody.
I'm
That's
just-
how I feel about it. I really do think they just relabeled it, never told anybody, and then they shortened the bottle so they can get us to spend more money on less of the Febreze.
yeah.
Because if you look at the bottle now, like, you see how skinny it is? And you see those little indents? That's all to save space. But you see this one, you see how bulky it is? That's because that's when they first started. And Febreze was the shit. And what's weird is actually, thinking about it, there was a dollar store Febreze that smelled better than Febreze did.
Yeah.
I remember it, but
know-
it didn't
I know
last
somebody-
long, but it smelled good as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember Febreze having the 2 E's, or the 3 E's total.
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer. Let's see.
Isn't it Oscar May with a mayor?
Hold on.
Yeah, Oscar Mayer, yeah.
It's O-S-C-A-R. It's M-A-Y-E-R.
Myers.
No, it's always been M-A.
Yeah.
I had to do the song in
Mears.
my head. Don't fucking judge me. I'm that old. Yes. Okay. So it's O-S-C-A-R and then M-A-Y-E-R. So it is definitely an A.
Yeah, I don't know where people get the E
I don't know
from.
where the E came from because they had a song about that one. That's kind of hard to dispute that.
Right.
Yeah, it was a whole song that went with it. So I don't know why I'm disputing that one. So, okay. Skechers. It's the S.
Wait, what?
So is it sketch like S-K-E-T-C-H or is it S-K-E-C-H-E-R-S?
With a T in it? There's no T?
I don't think there's a T in Skechers, but there might have been at one point. I don't know. See, that's one of those things I never paid too much attention to Skechers. So
I could have swore there was a T in there.
that was a hot shoe for like a summer, and
Yeah.
then no one cared about it after that. And then they came out with these shoes that would like elevate. It was supposed to be better for your feet, and it turns out it was worse.
Right. Yeah, that's weird for me because I could have swore it had a T in there.
It might have. And I'm out on this one.
That looks weird.
I'm bowing out on this one, man.
SKECH. That looks, but this looks normal to me.
Like I said, it just could. I don't know. I'm bowing out on that one. I don't know. All right, Fruit Loops was definitely fruit.
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 Yeah, I don't remember it being.
I don't know who the fuck
Fruit
came
Loop.
up with FROOT.
There's never been four of those.
No, there was only 2 on a box.
Yeah, there was only 2 at the bottom and the O's right
This
there.
was the cereal we looked at before we had to get the off-brand.
Yeah, I don't.
So I've looked at this box plenty of times. That is Toucan Sam right there. Mm-hmm. That is his name. That is the bird. The bird is Toucan Sam.
Food.
Yeah, and it was fruit, like fruit you eat, not like fruit.
Yeah, fruit.
Like you can't spell.
Yeah, that's completely new to me. Huh.
That's a weird one, but I do remember fruit.
I thought it was Fruit Loops. Yeah,
I do too.
Okay, King Henry turkey leg. Some reason people directly remember.
Oh yeah, some people remember a turkey leg.
Welding.
Yeah, it says for some people, or for some reason, people distinctly remember this portrait showing the King of England wielding a turkey leg. To be clear, he was not. It could be because there was like a movie that made fun of this art at one point, and he had a turkey leg in it, and then people associated it with that. It could have been something similar to that. I don't pay enough attention
to
this.
Yeah, King Henry
to give you a real info on that one. Now the Monopoly guy had a monocle, and you cannot tell me you fucking think different.
He had a monocle?
Yes. You
no
cannot
way.
Tell me this guy did not have the monocle.
No, bro. He's never.
I specifically remember. This is why I remember it. So if you go back to Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2, he went out he went into this party, and there was this lady who was wearing a fur coat, right? And she was talking all elegant about it or whatever. So he knocked out the guy she was with that had a monocle. And before he did that, he was like, "Oh, look, it's the Monopoly guy." And yeah.
Oh, wait, but there's certain boxes where he don't.
That's because they're saying he never had a monocle. He never had the circle monocle on. But I specifically remember
okay. Oh, so this is the wrong one.
Right.
That's right. Okay, I sure was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I remember him having a monocle. I don't know what everybody else thinks. I specifically remember him having a monocle, though. I do. That's Mr. Moneybags. I know his name.
I don't remember.
They're saying that it might be a simple confusion between him and the Planters Peanut Company's mascot, Mr. Peanut, who had the monocle.
Yeah, I remember him.
But I remember both of them having monocles. So
no,
I just could be because I have shitty memory, or it could be that we're living in an alternate dimension.
Probably that, because I've always thought he never had one. This is the first time I've ever even heard of this.
Well, I'll tell you right now, he had a monocle. Pikachu had a black tail.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, well, they're saying he didn't.
What?
So he had a black tip tail. You can't tell me different. I went back and I watched Pokemon, and he didn't have it, and I was like,
no, he had a black tail.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a weird one because I remember him having a black tail. He had a black tip tail, and you can't tell me different. But for some reason, we live in a dimension.
And then they say he had brown right there? What the fuck? No. No, bro. This is the Pikachu I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people do. You're not alone. A lot of people remember him having a black tip. I remember him having a black tip. Turns out he didn't have a black tip. So.
Nah, what the fuck?
That's a weird one.
Because I got Pokemon Go. Let me look at Pikachu real quick.
He don't. I already checked.
He don't?
No, it's just weird that I remember him specifically having a black tip tail, but for some reason he doesn't. That's a hard one.
Doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It's literally fucking brown. What the fuck? Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
I guess it's as good as mine, man.
Okay.
Kit Kat, I've eaten 1 trillion of these, and the first one is not correct. I don't know why people remember having a dash in between Kit Kat. There wasn't one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was never a dash. I don't know why people remember that, but there wasn't. I remember Kit Kat being specifically like just Kit Kat. It could have been like an anniversary one where they put a dash in the middle of the name or some shit.
I could have swore it had a dash, bro.
No. I don't think it did. I remember it just saying
The
Kit Kat.
hyphen. There's no hyphen.
There's no hyphen. No.
What?
No, there's something tells me that seems right, but I don't know why. I resonate to that. It could be because I just ate a Kit Kat the other day, and
Damn, I'm like, what the fuck? I could have swore it had a hyphen in there. Damn.
I don't. That's not.
Which I don't really eat Kit Kats, but like
I do.
I eat the white chocolate ones.
I eat all of them.
I like the
I eat
white
the
chocolate
blueberry
ones.
one. I eat all of them.
Ew.
I don't care. I eat them all. Kit Kat's Kit Kat.
I like Kit Kats.
Don't
They're top 5.
fucking snack shame me, bitch.
No, I like
Ew, because it's just blueberry.
I don't
Fuck
like
you.
blueberries.
ones.
I don't
It's
like blueberry
it's
anything.
fire. Well, you know what?
Blueberry
You're missing
Pop
out.
Tarts.
You telling me you don't like blueberry muffins?
No.
You're a fucking animal.
I
Moving on
don't.
from this. Fruit of the loam. All right. I remember it having that little
Basket at the back.
basket
Yeah.
thing, but they're saying it didn't. I remember there being I don't know what to call that. What's the technical name for it? I'm just gonna take you with me. The cornucopia.
Yeah.
So cornucopia is what what rich people have to put fruit in. I guess I don't fucking know, but I remember it having one.
I could have swore it had one.
Yeah.
So they're saying it's just
I've
fruit.
wore enough of their underwear to know.
Yeah.
That
I
had
could
a
have shit on their underwear.
cornucopia
I
in
could
it.
have swore they had that.
My underwear had a cornucopia in it. I don't know about yours, but I know mine did.
So they're saying it doesn't. It's just not there.
Yeah, they're saying it's just that.
No, bro. It's
I remember what the cornucopia, man.
the fuck.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I specifically remember that one.
Yeah.
You guys are liars. You guys are fucking liars. Cheez-Its.
I thought it was it.
I thought it was Cheez-Its.
I don't.
With the Z. That might be because that's what we call it, plural. No one asked for just one Cheez-It.
Cheez-It. Yeah, I
So
thought
maybe
it
you
was
said
just Cheez-It.
Cheez-Its,
'Cause,
and then we kind of just associated that.
I always thought they're. Well, yeah. I've always thought. Plus, I eat a lot of Cheez-Its. They're my favorite, like cracker.
I'm trying to think back to I don't know. There might have been a Z. The Z makes sense to me. It just seems like
No,
that
it makes
should be
sense.
there.
No, it definitely makes
seems like
sense.
that should be there.
But no, I just remember.
I'm going with
no,
Cheez-Its. I'm gonna say it's ITZ. Something
It's
about it is
Cheez-It.
just saying that's supposed to be right.
It's like Cheez-It. Cheez-It. Yes.
Just because you say it different doesn't make it a thing. It's
But
still
that's-
Cheez-Its.
No, there's no S or Z.
There is a Z. I think there's a Z.
No, it's not.
I'm going with Z,
It's
bro.
not.
I
I'm
think
legit-
there's a
I
Z.
literally just had some Cheez-Its like yesterday.
Yeah, but you had the new Cheez-Its.
No.
This is the old Cheez-Its. The old Cheez-Its had a Z.
No, it didn't, man.
Yes, it did.
I'm
You're
just
just a-
Chris. I'm telling you, it did.
I'm telling you it did.
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro, I really remember the Z. It's like something about that is resonating from my childhood. And now it might have changed and we don't know, or or like I said, we might just live in an alternate dimension and it is what it is. I remember a Z.
No, man. No.
All right, well, he's
No.
gonna disagree. So.
I do disagree.
Oh, fuck Fred.
Fuck, I guess. Okay.
All right, so double stuff Oreos.
Oh, 2 F's or I thought it was 2 F's.
I thought it was 2 F's too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was only 1 F, but I thought there were 2 F's.
So you know what's crazy? I
Because
don't really.
double stuff.
Yeah.
2 F's, stubble.
I've only looked at this bag like maybe 4 times because my wife loves the double
hates
stuff.
Oreos. Don't let him.
I
lie to
no,
you.
I like
Don't let
Oreo.
him lie to you. He hates Oreos.
I
He's
like
an Oreo
no.
hater.
Trust me, I like Oreos, but I gotta dip it in milk, and I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't really eat them a lot. So
Fred's lying to you. He don't like Oreos.
I like them.
I told him, I was like, you know what we could do? I can go buy one of every Oreo, and we'll set them up here, and we'll try each one for everybody to
I would
watch
not
us.
try that mint one.
And then he goes, no, I don't really like Oreos.
I'm-
And I was like, who doesn't like Oreos? And he was
I,
like, me.
I really got to be in the mood for them. There's not.
See my point?
So like, if there's a bunch of cookies laid out on this table, right? Oreos, Chips Ahoy, name them all, right? Oreos is probably the last one I'm choosing.
You're telling me that you're gonna pick Chips Ahoy,
Yeah,
that dry ass fucking Chips Ahoy, over this beautiful Oreo?
yeah.
And this is what I mean by Fred's a Nazi.
Bro,
you heard
Chips
it. You
Ahoy
heard
is
it. He said
great.
it. He said it right here. You heard it.
Chips Ahoy's is really good.
They're dry as fuck, son.
Not
You're gonna need milk fucking
Yeah.
with them dry ass fucking things. There's only one other.
yeah.
the chewy ones suck too.
What? No, those
The
are
thing is, like,
fire.
remember the dollar store cookies that everybody's grandmother had that had like the frosting on them?
yeah. Those
Yeah.
are better. I'll choose those over this Oreo.
I fucking hate you so
I
much.
will-
right
I
now.
do.
I swear to
I
God, you're gonna
will.
fight after this. Let's move on.
Will.
Mona Lisa. Here's the other one. Mona Lisa. So,
I could have sworn she wasn't smiling. Well, I don't know much about Mona
I've seen
Lisa.
this.
I only
the
seen it
crazy
in
thing
movies.
about this, I've seen this thing like 1,000 times in movies, but never in person.
Yeah, but I could have sworn she wasn't smiling and but
I think that was the main thing. So they did like documentaries on this thing. It's like when you look at it at a certain angle, she looks kind of like she's smiling, but then at another angle, she looks like she's not.
oh, I can see that.
So they were talking about that's like how genius Da Vinci was when it came to paintings and stuff, because you could look at it one way and then when you turn it like and look at it in another way, you see something different. That could be somehow that could be some shit. I don't know. Those people are smarter.
The
than me.
Mona
I don't
Lisa,
know.
like, was he drawing someone he knew, or he just?
No, he was just, I think people. Okay, so from the documentaries that I remember watching, they said that she was like a prostitute or something. And then I watched another one when they were talking about something else. I don't remember.
Damn.
You have to understand, Fred. I go to 464 topics a day on things. Mona Lisa's never really one of them.
Right, right.
So I'm not a Mona Lisa expert on this. I have no idea. C-3PO was 100% solid gold, and you can't tell me different.
Yeah.
Now, I did go back and watch it, and he had a silver leg.
Really?
But it could be because we never paid attention to it, or that we live in an alternate dimension.
I could have swore he was all gold.
I remember him being all gold. I don't ever remember the leg. I had to go back and watch it, and I was like, son of a bitch. There's a point, paused it, rewound, where when he turns, it looks like it's solid gold because of the reflection off of the suit onto the silver leg. And there's a story behind the silver leg, too, and I don't even remember what it was.
Maybe that was it. People just thought it was all gold.
But no, well, it maybe, I don't know. It's one of those things that it would be really easy to overlook a silver leg on a gold suit.
Right, right.
Really easy to do. And I went back and then I watched it. I was like, son of a bitch, there's a silver leg. But I remember him being solid gold.
Yeah, me too.
This is not good.
All right.
The Flintstones.
What's the difference? Flintstone had 2 T's?
No, there was no. Yeah, they're
No.
saying Flintstone had 2 T's, but I remember one. I remember it
Wait,
being
what?
Flintstone.
There's 2 T's in Flintstones?
Apparently, I remember one. Let me ask my buddy Dwight. Dwight, do you remember there being 2 T's in Flintstones, or just Flynn and Stone with 1 T?
Yeah.
I remember the one. Okay, so I'm not crazy.
It's saying it had 2,
I don't remember.
but
two.
no, it's 1. What?
I remember 1 T.
Flintstones, yeah. Flintstones. It wasn't Flint Stones. It was Flintstones.
It was Flintstones. Yeah.
What?
Sorry, I mean it.
Flint is literally the Flintstones. What the fuck?
I remember Flintstones.
Flintstones,
making
yeah.
it sound like it's Flintstones, but it was. I don't know. That's sketchy. That's sketchy work for me. I remember 1 T. I don't remember 2,
Yeah,
and I
that's-
remember watching the live action movie. That was hilariously awesome.
Huh, that's weird. Okay.
All right, what are we looking at?
Do you recall something telling you the chart here used?
I don't even know what that word is. Chartrusha is a magenta pink color. So many other agree with you, but in reality, I don't even know what fucking color that is.
Okay. We're gonna,
Next.
okay.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yep.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Life was like, huh?
No,
No, he was saying like.
because he
No,
said,
okay.
Mama said, life is like a box of chocolate. He never said life was.
I watched this movie religiously because of my mom. She watched this movie fucking religiously, and I could have swore he said life is like a box of chocolate. Life is like a box of chocolate.
Dwight, I need a third party. Is it life is like a box of chocolates, or life was like a box of chocolates?
No,
All right,
they said
there
it was.
They're saying
they said it was.
but I think it's is.
Life was like a box of chocolate.
That doesn't even sound right.
What?
That doesn't even sound correct.
Life is like a box of chocolate.
You sound like the slow reader in class. You don't even.
I mean,
sound
that's
like
how he-
Forrest
that's
Gump
how he
right now.
talks,
No,
right?
he had a little country twang to him.
Life is like a box of chocolate.
Now you just sound.
Okay,
I ain't
let me
even gonna
stop.
say it.
Let me stop.
I'm not even gonna say it because I might get canceled. But goddamn it, you know.
I could have sworn. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. What is it like? Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Oh hell
Who's the
no!
fairest one of all or
Stop
something
it!
like
magic mirror on the wall instead of mirror on the wall. That's no.
You can't tell me.
What?
Nah, I ain't believing that one. No, you could change up shit how you want to, but you can't change.
Magic mirror on the wall. No, it said mirror on the wall. Am I tripping?
No, you're not. Even Bruno Mars said mirror on the wall.
Mirror on the wall.
Dude, it was mirror on the wall.
Magic mirror on the wall?
Damn it, I wish I had a third party in this.
Magic mirror on the wall.
I don't want to keep bothering my boy over here, but this one's fucking with me. Do I?
I'll pull up over there. Hey, if you want to.
If you want to, yeah. Pull up, bro. I need help here. I'm not buying this. Magic mirror on the wall. I don't remember a fucking magic mirror. I remember mirror because she was like a witch, and that was kind of like a spell thing.
Mirror on the wall. Who's
the fairest of them all? And it'd be like, not you, bitch.
Right.
And she was like, what? Kill that little cunt. Yeah.
Magic mirror on the wall. Damn it.
Magic mirror. I don't fucking remember no
What
damn magic mirror. That doesn't even make sense.
I literally thought Snow White went up to the mirror.
No, it wasn't Snow White.
No,
it was the evil witch.
Yeah, witch, you're right. You're right. Who's the fairest of them all?
I remember
mirror. Magic mirror.
I spent way too much time on this. Also, fuck it. I really need to get to the bottom of this.
Magic.
Magic mirror. It just doesn't sound right. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't like roll off the tongue like mirror does. That's gonna bother me. Damn. I don't like that. Magic mirror doesn't sound right. Mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Okay. And then magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? It just still doesn't even sound right.
I'm gonna go ahead and screen record this.
That doesn't even sound right. Grab that chair, pull up, Dwight, real quick. You don't have to be in frame. I just need a frame of reference on this. My boy Dwight's gonna join me real quick to help me out with this. What are we watching? Oh, is that the? Oh, this is it right here.
In the magic mirror, come from the farther space.
Okay.
You win, and darkness I summon thee. Let me see thy face.
What wouldst thou know, my queen?
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest one of all?
You liars!
What? No!
You liars!
No.
That is a lie.
No.
Do you remember it being magic mirror?
No, but I'm wondering. Remember they did this again. I think they did the same scene in Shrek when Farquaad's talking to the mirror. Did he say mirror?
I don't remember that. I know which scene you're talking about, but I don't remember if he said.
Mirror too, and I'm wondering if he says mirror, and since that's more recent,
It
if I'm
could
messing with-
be, yeah, it could be something like that.
Oh, I'm curious. I don't remember that.
I don't remember. I specifically remember mirror though.
No, bro. What?
I don't know. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like this new world we live in. This is weird. I don't like this.
Back for other universe.
I appreciate the help though.
Yeah. That's fucking wild.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna move on, but that's gonna bother me all day now.
Yep.
What?
Okay, so I thought it was always Luke, I am your father, but
I did
I
too.
actually went back and watched this movie,
And he
and
said, "No, I
"No,
am your father."
Yeah.
Yeah. That one broke my heart because I remember it being Luke.
There's no Luke. It's
There's no Luke.
I am your father. There was no Luke. He just said, I am your father.
Yeah.
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 And it bummed me out because I always thought he said Luke.
It's weird because a lot of people remember that because in any movie reference, when they talk about that, they would say, Luke, I am your father. That's how they would say it that
Right.
way. And their best James Earl Jones impression. Obviously.
Right.
But for whatever reason,
He didn't say that.
he didn't say that, which is weird because I remember Luke, I am your father.
Mm-hmm. That's all
But
I thought.
yeah. But when I went back and watched it, when he said, "No, I am your father," it made more sense.
Right. Because he's already fighting. He's been fighting
Yeah,
with
he's
them,
already
so-
been fighting him.
So he's weird to be like, No, Luke, I am your, Luke,
Yeah.
you're already there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I get that one. That was a weird one, but yeah.
Okay.
Run, you fools. Let's see.
The burst your bubble game. This is a memorable line that was
That
never,
never
said
said by
Gandalf.
Gandalf?
before
What?
the
Oh,
Prince
I know
of
the perfect guy to talk to about
You
this one.
can clearly hear him say, "Fly, you fools." Oh, what? No, I'm thinking of the wrong scene. I'm thinking of "You shall not pass." I'm thinking, was it that scene right before he did that?
Nah, this is whenever they were being chased by the and he said, "Run, you fools." But apparently never said that. He said, "Fly, you fools." Oh, I know. Yeah, I gotta get Dwight on this one, man. Again,
All right. We'll skip this one, and when
I'm gonna come back to it.
We'll come back to it. Hello, Clarice.
that happened.
Yeah.
I've watched. Okay, I watched Hannibal. I'm a huge horror fan, and I've watched Hannibal. I don't know how many fucking times. The fact that "Good Morning, Clarice" is what he said does not resonate. That like when I was
What?
younger and I watched it, I specifically remember him saying "Hello, Clarice." Like specifically, remember that shit.
Because I also remember in Ace Ventura, he made a pun about "Hello, Clarice." No, it was Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable
he
Guy
put
did
the
that.
skin on his face. Like, "Hello, Clarice," and I
No,
was
that
like,
wasn't Larry the Cable Guy. That was just the Cable Guy. Larry the Cable Guy is a comedian. The Cable Guy was the movie.
Oh,
with
okay, yeah,
Jim
you're right.
Carrey.
The Cable Guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just skin, Steven.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I remember Hello, Clarice. I don't remember Good Morning. Hello, Clarice.
Yeah.
Just seems like something Hannibal would say.
Right.
Of the world. Yes, that fucking happened. Bro, okay, so We Are the Champions has been played at every single sporting event throughout history
my friend.
since it came out. Okay, when you win, this is the song they play. Fred's going through a difficult time right now. The thing about when he says, when they say "We Are the Champions," and it's a long pause, and it says "of the world," but "of the world" never actually happened. And the thing is how can we all remember that, but it never happened?
Yeah, because he said, "We are the champions of the world."
Yeah, but "of the world" never happened. So how can we all remember that?
No.
Yeah.
What?
That's what I'm saying. It's weird, right? Like, I remember the "of the world."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
So I sang along to it. I feel like my whole life is a lie at this point.
Liar! Right? What the
You
hell?
liars!
What the hell?
You're fucking lying. Mr. Rogers' theme song. What is this? Hold on.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
A beautiful
Yeah,
day
won't you be my neighbor?
in this neighborhood. No way.
Hold on. It's a beautiful day.
It's a
It's
beautiful
in the
day
neighborhood. It's not
in
this
the-
neighborhood.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Even movie makers got it wrong. It's called A Beautiful Day in This.
You guys are liars.
What?
No, this is the third and last time you're going to lie on Mr. Rogers. I've had enough of this shit. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, not this neighborhood, not that neighborhood, not the neighborhood over there, not the neighborhood 14 blocks away. It's this.
Beautiful
It's
day
the neighborhood.
in the
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You cannot
Yeah,
tell
what
me
the
different.
fuck?
You cannot
No,
tell me
bro.
different. You can't tell me. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's what it is. Oh, won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah, what the? I'm blown right now because what? I'm sitting here looking at it.
Next,
'cause
they're
I'm
going to
like,
tell me that he didn't take his shoes off and put other shoes on. There's so many different things that just keep coming up. It's just fucking annoying. Number of states.
50. No.
No, there's only 50. There's only 50
Yeah.
states, and then there's Puerto Rico and the other Providence,
yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah, they're not.
They're providences. They're not technically states.
but yeah, it's a fine. It's a weird line.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those fine line moments. There's only 50 states. I don't know
Yeah.
where 52 come from.
I say personally, I say there's 52, even though I know there's only 50 because I
That's
count
because
those.
I count.
I
yeah,
count
I
those.
count Hawaii and I count Puerto Rico.
Even though they're not, technically they're not. Now, if
No,
I was
they're
taking a
territories of the
test,
United
if I was
States.
taking a test and they were saying how many United States, how many states are there in the states, I'll say 50, just so I can get it right. But to my friends, oh yeah, there's 52.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's 52 states. That's wrong. Yeah, I know it's wrong. I just count those two because why not? They,
Yeah.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I think that's one of those just technical things.
Right.
Sinbad never played a genie. That's bullshit.
You know what's crazy? I remember him being a fucking genie.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. He played a fucking genie. He played in Shazam. And the thing is, I specifically remember this movie.
He was
Now,
blue,
I
right?
can't-
He was blue, right?
Blue. No.
I remember him being blue in a genie.
That might have been Kazam with Shaq. And Shaq was blue. He had the turban. And
So
he
I
had,
remember
like,
the Shaq movie where he was a genie. I could have swore this man was a genie, bro.
I'm telling you, because all right, what I remember about this movie was very, 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 very little. I remember 2 kids finding a lamp, and when they rubbed it, he came out and they freaked out. And then I remember like later on, like he was like helping them, through a bunch of different tasks and stuff they had. It was a whole thing. I don't remember a lot of it, but I remember glimpsing little bits and pieces. But here's the thing. I'm on a Facebook group of about, I want to say it's over 2 million now. So over 2 million people remember this movie that never existed. To me, that in itself is an oddity.
That's weird. That's
Fucking weird. Now, granted, in the 90s, he dressed like a genie. And we could have just associated that. But I remember the movie with Shaq, and that was Kazam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that was was Shaq Kazam? Yeah,
Yeah,
Shaq was
that's
Kazam,
Kazam,
and
yeah.
then the one Sinbad was in was Shazam. Shazam existed, and you can't tell me different. But however, for whatever reason, it didn't exist. And he's made jokes and puns about it, saying that it was a government conspiracy, and anybody who has the original movie, we're coming for you, and all that. It's probably just him trying to be funny, but that movie was real, and
Right.
there's no way you could tell me different. Now,
Yeah.
do I remember everything about it?
No.
I don't remember half of Drop Dead Fred, but I knew it was a fucking movie.
Right.
I know about Howard the Duck. Couldn't tell you about it,
okay.
but I knew it was a movie.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So the thing is like there's a lot of movies that I knew about and I can't tell you about, but I remember they were movies.
right.
Yeah, and
I
so
could've
this
swore
is
that
one of
was a
those,
movie.
and this is the one that started it all. This is the one where when I was telling you when he pulled out that movie, you were like, "Oh, I remember that movie." I was like, "You know
Right.
that movie never existed, right?" Yeah, this is what all started it.
Which
Right
is
here.
fucking crazy.
You can't tell me that
This
was
guy
never-
was legit.
You can't tell me that over 2 plus 3, 4, 5, 6 million people on this planet remember a movie that didn't exist.
Right.
Smokey the Bear.
Yep. That's his name. Come to the proper belief. His name isn't Smokey the Bear. Then what the fuck his name is then?
What? His name is Smokey Bear? I remember Smokey the Bear. And Lil Wayne does too.
Smokey Bear.
Smokey the Bear. Yeah, Smokey the Bear. Only you could prevent forest fires. Make sure you're putting out your fires before you leave and dousing them in water, and make sure you pick up your trash. Smokey Bear, dude.
Smokey
what?
Bear?
No, it was
That don't
Smokey
even
the
sound
Bear.
right. That doesn't sound right. Smokey Bear.
No, it's Smokey the Bear.
Smokey Bear.
Who the fuck is Smokey Bear?
Who is Smokey Bear? No.
I know who
Bruh.
Sugar Bear is. But Smokey Bear? Come on now. That isn't.
Yeah, that's
I'm not-
wrong. No, I refuse to believe that.
I did too. I'm not buying it. Video unavailable. Tank Man. What the fuck is Tank Man?
Perhaps the most
Memorable moment during a 1989 I don't even know what that is. Tiananmen.
Yeah, let's skip that one.
I don't know what that is. Anyway, Neil Armstrong's death. Oddly enough, people had no recollection of the aeronautics legend's death. Many fans apparently forgot or didn't notice the news of his passing in August of 2012. Neil Armstrong died?
What the fuck?
I don't remember Neil Armstrong dying. 2012. That's when the world was supposed to end.
Right.
No, I don't remember Neil Armstrong dying. That would have been that would have been on
Yeah,
every
the first man to
news
ever
outlet
walk
ever.
on the moon.
Yeah, it's Neil Armstrong. So they say, but who set up the camera?
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes on with the moon.
Oh yeah, he
landing.
died. It says
I
he
don't agree
died
with it.
in 2012 in Cincinnati, Ohio.
And I'm not saying the moon landing's fake. I don't want anyone to think that. I think that. I don't. I think what happened was we were lied to about the first person that landed on the moon. So who set up the camera? That was my biggest question. That was the only question I had.
He died from bypass surgery.
He died in surgery?
At 82.
Dude, I had no idea Neil Armstrong
fuck?
died.
That's crazy.
But I know Buzz Aldrin's still alive because he's still doing podcasts and stuff.
Damn.
But for some reason, he won't come on this one.
Right. You're welcome here.
What the fuck, Buzz?
Right. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Billy Graham's death.
Who?
So, like Mandela, many can't place when Billy Graham's funeral aired on TV. That's probably because it didn't happen long ago. He died in February 2018.
I don't know who that is.
I
So
don't know who Billy Graham is. I know that sounds bad.
Yeah, I
R.I.P.
don't-
Billy, but I don't know.
yeah,
who
I don't know.
Mother Teresa's canonization.
People are strong.
This says people have strong opinions about when Mother Teresa was canonized as saint. The real event happened in 2016, but many remember her entering sainthood in 1990s when she was still alive. I remember her being a saint. Wasn't Mother Teresa like a saint?
So she died, then became a saint?
Oh.
Wait, what?
What? I always thought she was a saint. She was a sweetheart.
Huh,
Okay.
that's weird.
I mean,
Okay.
you know what? I'm going to take your word for it because
Okay.
I don't know a whole lot about Mother Teresa. I just know she was...
Space.
Space Shuttle Challenger explosion. Oh, let me guess. It didn't explode, right? Let's see. Though the tragic accident took place on January 28th, 1986, there are a number of people who thought it happened in 1984 or 85. No, I remember it happened in 86 because I remember I had a friend who was born in 86, same year I was born, and he was born on the day the Challenger exploded, which was January 28th. So, no, that's not true. I think y'all are making that shit up.
Yeah.
Lindenberg, baby.
Okay, it's starting to get into stuff I don't know. nothing
Yeah, I
about.
don't know. Well, hold on. I want to see what
Uh-oh.
go back. I want to see what this is. All right, hold on. When aviator Charles Lindenberg's infant son was kidnapped, the entire world focused their attention on the story. Many remember the case going cold, but they sadly found the body and sentenced the killer to death for a heinous crime. Whoa, that's fucking nuts. So Charles Lindenberg's infant son was kidnapped. So what's the conspiracy?
That the case wasn't solved and it was cold.
Oh, that it went cold.
But they found the baby.
Yeah, okay,
body
but
and
here's the thing, right? How many cold cases get solved and we don't even fucking know about?
a lot.
A lot. So really, I mean, they made a whole series called Cold Case Files, specifically designed for that. It was designated to that area because we don't know anytime a new, cold case file. So that wouldn't surprise me if nobody knew about it.
Right.
All right, Patrick Swayze's health. Though the actor sadly died after being diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, people have said they remember him recovering. I don't
No,
remember.
I thought he died.
No, because I remember when Patrick Swayze died. I don't remember him recovering from anything.
Yeah, I thought he died.
Now, to be fair, I didn't keep up with Patrick Swayze on a daily basis.
Right.
So there could have been something out there
Right.
said he recovered. Someone took that and was like, hey, running with it. And then he died.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like, even if you're in remission, you can still die from cancer.
Yep.
So
Yep.
you just, it's one of those things. Leonardo DiCaprio's first Oscar. Leo finally took his first Oscar home for Best Actor in 2016, which took way too fucking long because he's been in way too many good movies. But countless people argue he scored one much earlier. It's easier to get this one confused, though, because he was previously nominated 5 other times. So, yeah, that's true. He was nominated like 6 times, won 1.
So yeah, he didn't he win the
He won-
Grammy for Wolf of something Street?
Did he win it for Wolf of Wall Street, or
I
did he
think
win
so.
it for that? No, he won it for that movie that he did with. He was a hiker, right? It might have been for Wolf of Wall Street. It's a fucking great movie though. Oh my god, that movie was badass. That's a phenomenal movie. Wolf of Wall Street was.
Oh, the one where he got attacked by the bear. And shit.
Yeah, he got raped by a bear. It was that one. They won't say he got raped, but I'm saying it.
He got fucked up by that
He
bear.
got fucked by the bear. The bear was fucking him. That's a true story. Highly exaggerated true story, by the way. Also found that out. But anyway, yeah, he got.
Which Bex asked in 2017.
Yeah, I remember 2016 because that was when that whole climate change thing was like really taking off. Like people were really trying to focus the whole global warming thing, and he kept saying that in order to film the film, they had to go to some of the coldest places on the planet to find enough snow and shit because everything was melting. Yeah, he used this shining moment to raise awareness about how we're all fucked due to corporate greed.
It's not pulling up.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, yeah, it may be Wolf of Wall Street.
All right, location of Disney's castle, Disney World Castle.
Hmm?
If you've
And it's
never
all-
been to Magic Kingdom, I have not. I was born poor.
But it's in Florida, right?
Do
Orlando?
you recall where the castle was located?
Some
even one Orlando local on Reddit, clearly remember it being the entrance to the park.
No.
But, well, I've never been, so I couldn't tell you. Like, I'm
Okay,
the
so the
wrong
only
guy to
reason
ask this.
I know this is because this is like maybe 4 or 5 years ago where they were doing like a Christmas parade, and it was at Disney World. And they were inside of Disney World, and the castle was like in the background. So, yeah, I know this is not the entrance because if that's the entrance, then how the hell were they saying they were in Disney World, but there would have been outside of it? So,
That is one of the places I want to take my daughter and my kids to. I want
Right.
to take them to Disney World.
right. Yeah,
But I can't do that unless you like, subscribe, and comment.
right. Like, comment, please. Yeah, let's.
I'm gonna go back. I want to get Dwight's opinion on one of these. I want to see if he's busy. Okay, so went back. I had to talk to him real quick. He my buddy's busy with something, but he did tell me that it's fly, you fools, not run.
Oh, really?
So I don't know who said run, but that's not true.
Oh, so
I
he.
mean, I take it. I do take his word because that guy, like, if there's a Trivial Pursuit that is just Lord of the Rings, he will fucking murder you on.
Damn.
There's nothing about that show that movie,
Yeah, series. Yeah,
that he does
we,
not know.
we said the same thing.
Yeah, there's nothing about that he doesn't know. I take his word for it. I would say fly.
Okay. Bet.
All right, so let's go to this YouTube. I want to see what this is. I don't know.
Say, you got some splitting to do.
That's
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today,
this is Watch
we'll be counting
Mojo's thing
down
on,
our picks.
I
YouTube.
don't-
Top
yeah,
10
it's on
key
YouTube. It's about
examples
the Mandela
of the
effect.
Mandela effect.
Beam me up, Jesus.
For this list, we'll be going over some of the notable examples of collective
Mr.
false
Rogers.
Yeah, we about to
memories
see it.
related to
Bet.
TV shows. To be clear, we won't be including cartoons, as
No.
those have a
Berenstain
list
Bears.
of their own. If there's something about a TV show you could have sworn was different, share your conspiracies in the comments.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Number 10. I pity the fool.
First of all, what?
The A-Team. This 80s classic has a surprising number of Mandela effects attached to it.
Murdoch, here, and crazy!
BA,
I pity the fool.
while it was tempting to discuss Howling Mad Murdoch being misremembered as Mad Dog Murdoch, or the confusion around the team's van color, we're going with the
Well,
catchphrase
yeah, the van
that
was black
never
with the
was.
red stripe.
Mr. T starred in the show as B.A. Baracus.
That's for a little boy named Joey.
B.A., bring him out.
Many seem to recall the character using the phrase, I pity the fool. And while Mr. T himself is known for this catchphrase, he never used it in arguably his most famous role.
I'm calling for a vote. I say we take a vote on this case.
Do you pity the fools who remember this wrongly? Or are you one of us?
I watched the A-Team
No, I don't
like
hate
almost
Balboa,
damn near religiously.
But I pity the fool.
Number 9.
Oh, so he didn't use it in the A-Team. He used it in other
yeah,
movies.
he used it in another movie. I don't remember him using it in the A-Team. In the A-Team, he was more like So his character was like the big bad buff guy who was scared to fly, and like he was the guy you called when you need somebody ass whooped.
Right.
But I don't ever remember him saying I pity the fool in that.
Yeah.
I think that just came from another movie role he did.
Yeah, that's a little before my time. So
Yeah, Mr. T was badass though.
yeah.
So I don't remember him saying that.
Hi ho silver.
Nine.
I've heard people say that
Hi-ho,
before.
Silver, the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger never said hi ho silver. Or was that somebody else?
While the Lone Ranger may have been before the time of most of our viewers, and most of us too, the
Right.
general facts about it have pervaded pop culture.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
A masked ranger fights for right with his Native American friend Tonto, and he says, "Hi ho,
Johnny
Silver,"
Depp playing
when he
Tonto
rides
was
his
one of the
horse.
funniest.
Except that catchphrase may not be the same as most remember it. What he's actually saying is "Hi yo, Silver." The difference is subtle, which is probably why so many
Shut the fuck
misremember it.
up.
Hey ho, Silver! Away!
Shut the fuck
So
up.
Vince Carter
Shut
got it
up.
right.
Bro, who cares?
Hi ho.
Hi ho, hi yo.
Hi oh. Hi yo.
Hi do, hi fo. Who gives a fuck?
Hi toe.
Yeah. Hi ho. Let people have one.
Right. It's one of those
Let
things
'em
that
have it.
people remember what they remember and like.
Yeah,
come on, man.
let them have their fucking moment, bro. If they want it to be hi ho silver, that's what it's gonna fucking be.
That's funny. Vince Torres.
That's so nitpicky.
Right.
That's not even a Mandela effect at this point. That's just fucking nitpicking.
Right.
Plus, "hi ho" seems way more common than "hi yo." Just ask the Seven Dwarfs. Number 8, Sex in the City. Sex and the City.
Hey, I need a favor.
Oh, you do?
Actually, it's for the city of New York.
The famous TV series and later films about a group of women and their often sexual escapades in New
Yeah,
York,
that's all it is. Just women
Sex
that fuck
and
the city.
has
So.
caused some confusion. There are some who will swear that its title used to be Sex in the City.
I remember.
Yeah, I
rather
thought it was
than
sex
and.
in the
So
city.
we talked about this one just a minute ago. I remember it being sex in the city,
Yeah, in
not
the
sex
city.
and the city.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was
That doesn't even fucking make sense.
Since
to me.
yeah, I thought it was sex in the city
I did
too.
too.
Huh? Apparently not.
Maybe we're just stupid. We just can't remember shit.
Right.
Like I said, I'm probably not the best guy to rely on this. The only thing I can tell you about the Mandela effect, I know for a fact, is that Shazam was a real movie.
Yep.
That's all I can tell you.
I remember. But apparently,
And I knew about that long before
we fabricated it out of nothing.
College Humor did that little joke on April Fool's. Like I
Right.
knew long before that.
Right.
So, Sex in the City, Sex in the City. Oh, they got one for Will and Grace. I used to watch Will and Grace.
How's a woman supposed to walk in these things? I blame Sex in the City for this.
The most
Oh, okay.
Oh, they were just saying.
is that
Okay.
people
Yeah,
tend
she
to
said Sex
slur
in the City,
word
so.
"and" to just "n," like when people say Ben and Jerry's.
Do you want to make appletinis and watch Sex in the City at my place?
However, there are still people who insist that they've seen the title printed to read as Sex in the City.
No, you don't talk to me that way.
We'd write it
Yeah,
off as
you treat
bad
horses with
eyesight from a
respect.
night with
Right.
Carrie and
That's such a
girls.
stupid show to me. I don't know.
There
Maybe
weren't
I'm
so many eyes.
probably because I'm a guy.
Yeah, it's
I've
not.
been dealing with
It's not for you.
acne
It's not catering to me.
Years
Yeah.
now, my dry patches, my dark
We're gonna
spots,
cut
my
this
skin
part
was
out.
peeling.
Alt. Number 7. Judy's Gavel. Judge Judy. Judge Judith Scheinlin presided over her reality TV show-based courtroom for over 2 decades.
Well, I don't have it. You want to get it for me? It's not an answer, sir.
I believe I can.
Good.
A staple of daytime television, Judge Judy was watched or at least famous among millions of people. But one aspect of her show that reality seems to have ruled against is her use of a gavel.
Did you hear this?
My sister has never done anything
Did you
to
hear
my
this?
mother. I gave
Watch
her
this.
her life.
I don't want to use it.
While it is true that Judy occasionally used one
I
early
remember her
on
using
during
the
her
gavel
show's
like
run,
crazy. I remember
and
her
in
just
some
like, bam,
promotional
bam, bam, bam,
photos,
bam, bam, bam.
by and large throughout her show's time on TV, she didn't use one.
What?
So has
No.
someone altered
First of all, fuck, that's a goddamn lie.
What?
Everybody who remembers Judge Judy, like the old shit, not this new shit, the old shit, remembers her using that gavel.
Yeah, I
like
thought
a
she
fucking-
used one
like
in
it
every
was a
episode.
baseball.
When she would finish up, she'll be like, "Yep, that's my vote." Pop. and then she would like get up.
Well, not even just that, but she would like when people were over talking her.
Right, yeah,
she'd
yeah,
tell
she
them to
would-
shut up, and they wouldn't.
Yeah.
She'd sit there and just bam, 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 bam. I fucking remember that. You can't take that away from me. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on
That's
that one.
hey, that's a little weird. That's a little freaky.
No, that's
a
bullshit.
little weird because I remember her using one at least a tap episode at least.
Yeah, and then at the end of the show, she'd be like, and that's my judgment. Boom, judgment for the plaintiff and whatever.
Right.
So I don't
right.
remember. Yeah, unless I'm thinking of the People's Court.
No, it had to be
No, it was
her.
Judge Judy.
It was Judge
'cause
Judy, bro.
People's Court was when they would go into the, they would talk to, what's his name from TMZ.
I know you're talking about.
And he would
Yeah.
be, yeah. And then they would be like, yeah, so this is the reason why they they claimed away, whatever. The legal shit behind it. But Judge Judy, I remember specifically.
That's wild.
I remember her beating the shit out of her desk.
Hell yeah. That's.
She probably went through gavels.
Now here's an ad about a fat people disease you have.
Or do people just associate a gavel with judges and therefore one of the
No.
most famous judges? We'll leave
See?
it up to
She
the
just
judge
did it.
to
She
determine
just
guilt.
did it.
She just did it. Like right there.
Bro,
you
come
people
on.
are full of
No,
shit.
bro. So
Y'all
listen,
are making
none of,
shit up.
None of that happened. Nope. What? Stop it.
Or
Y'all making shit up at this point.
Number 6.
100%
Holy
fabricated.
relevant phrase, Batman. Let's get one thing clear. Burt Ward's Robin does have a catchphrase where he says holy, insert relevant yet bizarre in or out of context phrase here. You're not misremembering that.
Holy haberdashery! That can't be regulation prison
man,
uniform,
Adam
can
West.
it?
One half
R.I.P.,
of
bud.
the Cape Crusaders
One of the
somehow
greatest.
managed to turn the oddest part of his and
Robin
Batman's
was such an
adventures
overactor.
into an exclamation.
Holy cinemascope!
But one thing all these ridiculous outbursts have in
corny, I
common
love it.
is that Robin almost never says Batman at the end. He does, rarely, yes, but not usually.
Okay, but
has eyebrows.
When other people
First of
do,
all,
they
stop it. Don't disrespect Adam West like that. Second of all, so the thing is like just because he never said Batman at the end of whatever he would say when it was like holy whatever doesn't mean he didn't.
Right.
And the few times he did is probably what took off more than the times he didn't.
Right,
So
right.
the fact that you're trying to make it seem like that didn't happen, you're overreaching at this point.
Right.
Because he could have just said, oh, holy Toledo Batman, and then that just stuck. But then the other times he said holy whatever, insert whatever the fuck you want there.
Right.
Didn't.
Right.
I think this is overreaching.
Right. Yeah, I don't know much about this Batman.
Side note, this show was fucking hilarious. I loved every bit of it, even though it was so corny and so overly acted and so badly acted. It was one of the greatest shows in the world, in my opinion. I love the Batman series.
I started watching Batman right after this.
He said Batman had eyebrows.
Yeah. What the hell? I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's when I started when he was
that
Freeze,
was the
man.
worst.
That's
Oh, that was
around
the
that time.
worst
Or
fucking
Jim Carrey as
movie.
the Riddler.
Oh
that
my
was around the
God,
time
that
I
was-
started watching Batman.
That was the worst movie of all time.
What's that
should've
chick who
never
played
happened.
Poison Ivy?
She played in Kill Bill too.
Yeah.
Eva. No.
Yeah, I know you're talking about, but yeah, she. That's the time around the time I started watching.
I have names right now.
So this is before me.
Fuck, I gotta look it up. It's gonna bother me all damn day if I don't. But yeah, she played Kill Bill. And Uma Thurman. I didn't even have to. There you go. It came to me. There you go, Uma Thurman. Yeah.
It's understandable why they add the Batman.
Tommy Lee Jones
It
was
makes it
Two-Face.
clear they're doing a reference. Yet, if somehow memories
And
or
for some
the
reason,
world
the
have
machine
been
guns
changed,
had this
we know
glowy
who we
thing on
call
it.
to solve the
Oh yeah,
case.
for the.
That was
Yeah.
This is a tricky one, all right?
Batman skating on a diamond. Like, what am I watching?
Fonzie's jacket.
Okay.
Happy Days. Arthur the Fonz,
Arthur
Fonzarelli, is a pop culture icon.
Yep.
And of course, everyone knows his deal. He's your typical greaser with slick back hair, a black leather jacket, and he says, "Hey." But many find themselves doing a double take when they look at his jacket now. It's not black, but rather dark brown.
Oh boy. You must think I'm pretty stupid.
Granted, it's a darker color, So that may account for the discrepancy in people's memories.
Or
They might also be
it could be
conflating-
because when we were watching this, we didn't have 4K TV.
Right, right.
It could
High
be because
definition
when we were
colors
watching this
and
shit, we were watching this on TVs you had to beat on to
some
get a
big
picture.
big
of 'em.
ass box that was the size of your fucking.
And they had rabbit ears, and you had to
Right.
sit there and like fuck with them, and they
Yeah.
had foil on top. Yeah, we had that going on. So and it was like
Yeah.
5 channels total.
Right.
So when
Had
we
to
were
change the
watching
channel
this,
with
yeah, with a knob, and the knob would break, and then so you had to get the
pliers. Yeah.
We lived a different life. We didn't live a 4K life where every TV is fucking amazing.
That's a little before my time, but I still remember like when I was a kid. My
If you grew up
grandmother,
poor, it was your
my
time.
grandmother
Yeah.
would have one of those. You know what I'm saying?
If you
When I was
grew
a
up poor, it
kid,
was your
yeah.
time. I remember TVs that had speakers attached to them. And they were these giant, long, like as long as this desk, TVs. And they stood about like yay tall. And the TV would be like this big. And the rest of it was all speakers and wood. And they were heavy. They were like 500, 10 million pound fucking TV things. It was just-
Damn.
yeah, ridiculous. But like I was saying, we didn't have 4K TV. We didn't have HD. So back then, we probably just associated a leather jacket with black because most of it was really bad color.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe
Yeah,
that. Now
that's
that
what
we're
I
in
say.
4K, we look at it and we're like, wait a minute,
wait,
is
it's
it brown?
brown? Yeah,
that,
that's,
wouldn't-
yeah.
that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
That honestly doesn't surprise me. Now, what would have surprised me if you would have told me that that he wasn't a redhead, and then I would have been like, wait a minute, that's
Wait,
not true.
Fonzie's a
No,
redhead?
not Fonzie. What's his name here? I can't remember his name. He was the star of the show. He was like the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I know he's a
Or if
redhead.
Lenny and Squiggy wasn't real.
Damn.
I was a Happy Days guy. Look, don't come for me. I'm saying like stuff like that. I can't
Right.
remember his name. I don't know why. It's is it it's something Cunningham, but I can't remember the first name. Is it Archie Cunningham or is it Richard Cunningham?
I have no clue.
One of the two. Either way, I'm gonna keep this going.
Fonz's look with other famous greaser characters, like Danny Zuko from Grease.
Oh, see, I
no
remember that,
matter
yeah,
his
he was
wardrobe,
like-
though, the Fonz is still the Fonz.
I like to warm up a little bit, okay? So I'm gonna be right back as soon as I finish warming up, okay? Just...
Number 4. Yeah, science, bitch. Breaking Bad.
Oh, see,
What?
you
As
lost
one
me.
of the most
watch
acclaimed
this.
and popular TV shows
probably
of the
the
21st
greatest
century, so
fucking show.
far, Breaking Bad has inspired plenty of catchphrases and memes.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
Jesse Pinkman's famous phrase, "Yeah, science, bitch," is actually only one of the latter, although many mistake it for being a catchphrase of his too.
No, it wasn't a catch.
Bitch! Magnets! Oh!
While Jesse is indeed famous for favoring the derogatory word for a female canine, he doesn't use it along with his famous line about science. Instead, he says,
So you do have a plan? Yeah, Mr. White. Yeah, science.
A famous meme macro has
Oh, I
combined
thought he
Jesse's
did say,
actual
"Yeah, science,
catchphrase with
bitch."
this
I say that
theme.
all the time.
So it's no wonder people got.
I didn't watch Breaking Bad.
I hate that
so
you have fucking ads. I swear to God.
Or not taking.
I'm gonna skip that.
This one mixed up. Number 3. Lucy, you've got some splaining to do.
What?
I love Lucy.
I just watched the
I love
documentary
Lucy.
of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, and I will tell you, it was one of the most heartbreaking, heart-filling, best documentaries I've ever seen.
Doesn't she have a movie coming out called Lucy?
Yes. Yeah, they are about to drop a movie. But the documentary and the behind-the-scenes stuff and all the stuff that they were going through behind set and, Fred and the fact that Fred was a raging alcoholic and just all the stuff that you didn't even know about.
Right.
It was... Yeah. It was touching.
heartbreaking.
I would definitely recommend watching it. It's
I'll
on
have to check it
Netflix.
out.
It's free, and you don't... It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's
Right.
something I grew up on. So for me, it was really... I resonated with it heavily.
Okay. I'll check
Anyway,
it out.
all right. I'm going to see what they're talking about here, because I remember him saying that.
Is one of the most influential TV shows of the 20th century.
Easily.
It basically codified a lot of the tropes of sitcoms and was watched by millions.
Ricky, I want to talk to you about something.
Lucy's husband Ricky is well known for saying the phrase, "Lucy, you got some splaining to do," whenever
Yeah.
his
Oh, I
wife
kinda
got up to
remember
her
him saying
usual
that.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
What is all this?
Lucy, explain.
However, While he does say splain and variations thereof in the show, he never says this phrase exactly.
You better do some splaining before I mash up some face guacamole.
There are plenty of parodies of the show which use this misquoted catchphrase. But surely, with how widely viewed the show was, there would be more consensus about it. Can someone explain this to us?
No, please don't make me explain it to you again.
Number 2.
Okay, before we get into that, I want to say I don't remember if he said it or not, but I know I've heard other people say it about him saying it on the show.
Yep.
Being that I was really young when I watched that, I don't even remember.
So
dude,
I've never watched it, but I've heard that saying before. So
yeah, that Lucy, you got some
explaining
explaining to do.
Yeah,
I don't remember if that was something that just I heard. I know I heard it on Family Guy.
Yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, I've heard it before on a cutaway they did on Family Guy. I don't remember if he said that in the show, but I do remember him saying "splaining," which I thought was funny. But I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't remember really off the top of my head.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Here we
All
go.
right, here we go. Here we go with the fuckery.
Full day in the neighborhood. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Oh, this one hits right in.
You know the backstory that they said that like this is all in his head and shit.
Oh yeah, I've heard of those. Those are fan theories, and I stay away from those.
The childhood.
It makes you think.
Mr.
Sometimes.
Fred Rogers entertained generations of children on his program, Mr.
People who come up with fan theories just want to ruin everything for everyone else. Those are the kids that
you know
stomped
what?
their feet when they were a kid.
And I agree with that, but sometimes
That's all it is.
you're just like, wait, what?
The first fan theory I ever heard was the Rugrats one. There was a fan theory on Rugrats that Angelica was like the one that was making all of this up in her head because she was really living in a psych ward. And Cindy is the sister she never had because that's why her parents are
Okay, I remember. Yeah.
Or no, Tommy was the miscarriage, and then like that's why his parents were a nervous wreck all the time. This whole thing, it was this rabbit hole. I just went down, and I was like, "This is wild." What? Then the more fan theories that came out, I was just like, "Okay, at this point, y'all are just trying to ruin shit. Y'all are just making up shit that sounds like it could be." This is what happens when you have too much information at a platform.
Right.
That's really what this is, and that's what I say. I think that people who come up with fan theories just want to ruin everyone else's time.
Rogers' neighborhood. He would begin every show by singing the song, "Won't You Be My Neighbor?" However, the lyrics of that song are not what most people remember them as.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
The song does not begin with the line, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood," but rather this neighborhood, not the. This is arguably a completely different meaning for the song.
It's a
What?
day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a
That's a
neighbor.
lie.
Would you be mine?
And it's rather odd that not only parodies of the song got it wrong, but also the title of the biopic from a few years ago and the sign in Rogers' own hometown. Are we living in a world of make-believe?
All right, so everybody. See?
Would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Before we continue,
What the
be sure to
See?
No way.
Everybody remembers it as the,
This
not
neighborhood
this.
doesn't make any sense.
This is a fucking lie. I feel like I'm just being lied to. I feel like the Mandela effect is fan theories.
What the fuck?
Beautiful day in this neighborhood.
That doesn't sound right.
Doesn't even
It's a
sound right.
beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a
Yeah.
Yes.
So the neighborhood.
Because bro, when we went in school, when it was closer to the end of the year, and
You had nothing left to do.
we would watch this. So and everybody would get hit. We used to watch two things. We used to watch the Bill Nye and this, and we would get a whole class would be singing this and Bill Nye,
the science guy.
Bill. Yeah, we used to get lit off of that shit. But yeah. Yeah.
I love Bill Nye. I still love him to this day.
But yeah, so
don't
don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me, bro.
You
Like,
can't lie.
y'all lying, bro.
You're
Like,
lying.
it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, not this neighborhood.
Yes, man.
I don't remember. Even in
This?
the movie, they said duh.
Duh.
So how can you tell
His
me
own neighborhood said the.
his own writers wrote the, not this?
It's a beautiful. That doesn't
even make sense.
This neighborhood.
Y'all are fucking liars. I don't like
This
liars.
or the. It's whatever. It's the.
I am gonna go on record and say it's the.
It's the.
I don't.
You're not changing my mind.
No, you're not. I'm gonna play this out and see if there's anything else that comes about.
To
But I
get
don't think so.
notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Has a whole quadrant full of things people never picked up on, like Picard.
I'm gonna start
fiddling
this
with
over
a
'cause I don't know what to tell.
Notify transporter room.
The
Beam
Star
me up,
Trek
Scotty.
franchise has a whole quadrant full of things people never picked up on, like Picard fiddling with a crystal on his desk a lot. But much more shocking is the fact that the phrase, "Beam me up, Scotty," is never said once in the entire original Star
That's
Trek
no
series,
way.
or
There's
on screen
no way.
at all for that matter.
Prepare to beam me aboard on my signal.
There are a few times where characters come close, but this exact phrase, despite its fame, is entirely a fan invention. Although, James Doohan, Scotty's actor, did write an autobiography with this title.
Beam me aboard. Energize.
Could there have been some sort of transporter accident? We all know how pesky those can be.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent.
So beam me
Beam
up,
Up Scotty, it was not a
never in
thing.
the show.
No.
But why do we remember? What?
Beam me up, Scotty. That's cat.
You're the bigger Star Trek fan. Like I would.
I'm
I
shocked.
remember, yeah,
I'm
I
shocked.
remember there being. Beam me up. I remember beam me up, Scotty was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, what? No way. I think I'm being trolled.
So he never said Scotty. He just said beam me up.
He said, beam me up on my signal. That was one. And he said they came close a couple times, but they never actually said that. Scotty was the Scottish guy.
Yeah, the guy who was in control of the panel. I can't remember his full name, but yeah, they called him Scotty for short.
Yeah. What? They never said that? Huh. That's wild. I remember.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I remember beam me up, Scotty.
Or I could have swore I heard him say like Scotty now a few times, you know.
Yeah. What? I remember how ridiculous that show
What the
was.
fuck? Yeah, it is.
I loved it though.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I like that better than Star Wars. And I love Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Wars, but Star Trek just.
Star Trek was awesome.
I love Star Trek a little better. It's
No, it's Star Trek, not Star Trek.
yeah, sorry, yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of people mad at you.
Yeah,
You start saying some Star
sorry.
Trek.
All right, yeah. That's just
Star
how
Trek.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I've already got into that argument before in my life. I don't need another one.
Right.
Yeah, I got yelled at one time 'cause I said Star Trek. He was like, it's Star Trek. I was like, oh, okay, it's vagina. You know nothing about that. Bitch. Judge Judy Gavel and Robin's catchphrase didn't count in an instance of the Mandela effect if they actually occurred. Yeah. No, I agree with that. That was what I was
What the
saying
hell?
earlier. Yeah. I mean, we literally watched Judge Judy use the gavel.
Yeah,
and
she
they're
said
saying that
boom, and
that
then she got the
never
fuck
did.
out.
Like,
Whatever.
okay.
Whatever.
I'll read through these comments real quick. Actually, let me see. The alternative title: 10 things that happened, but not in every episode. Right. That's how I'm looking at it.
Right.
It's not the Mandela effect if it actually happened. Did Judge Judy use a gavel?
Yes.
Just because she didn't use it all the time doesn't make it a Mandela effect. Same with Robin's catchphrase. Did he use it every time? No. Did he use it? Yes. It's not a Mandela as it happened.
If it actually happened. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand that.
Happy Days, the jacket did appear black on most TVs back in 1974 to 1984 because the colors were pretty horrible. What your boy say? What I say, bro?
Yeah.
What I say? We didn't have 4K TV, so yeah, I fucking see why people thought it was black. I'm glad I'm glad there's like-minded people out there in the comment sections that are just as stupid as I am. Right. Thank you for being smart.
Says, I don't care what anyone says. Mr. Rogers is one of my favorite fondest memories as a child.
As a child, yeah.
And
The Neighborhood.
It's The Neighborhood. I've been singing this song for over 35, and I remember singing it
And watching it in my with my kids.
Yeah, it's The Neighborhood.
Fun fact about Mr. Rogers, you pieces of shit probably didn't know, is the fact that when he feeds his fish, he tells everybody he's feeding his fish because a little blind girl wrote him and said, "Can you please tell me when you're feeding the fish?" And he fucking did it for the remainder of the show because he was one of the sweetest, kindest people to ever exist. He was the closest thing to Jesus. This dude never got in trouble. He never did anything wrong. And despite allegations, he never touched any kids.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't he have some allegations out there?
Yeah, there was allegations because when you have a grown man hanging around kids all fucking day, there's going to be allegations coming out. When you have a grown woman hanging around kids all day, no one fucking says anything. So, yeah. Fun fact about Mr. Rogers. Now you know. He was pretty awesome. He was a pretty awesome guy. Hold on. I can hear Mr. T saying this in my head. There were guys who said this up to and through the HS years? High school years.
High school years, yeah.
I pity the fool who don't know shit about Mr. T.
The was actually beam me up, Mr. Scotty, and I'm not sure.
Ooh, shit. Excuse me. I am so sorry about that. I know Captain Kirk once said, "Scotty, beam us up," but that is the closest to. Okay. Oh, this guy right here. I think the misremembering the Star Trek line because it was referenced in a popular rap song by EPMD, whoever the hell that is. That way, it's like, "Beam me up, Scotty. I control your body." Okay, this is a hard bar. All right. I'm as deadly as AIDS. Ooh, Grammy. Anyway, moving on from that bullshit.
Yeah.
I know Captain Kirk once said, "Scotty, beam us up," but that was the closest it ever came to the misremembering phrase. I just remember "Beam me up, Scotty." I don't know why. I don't know if it was because of the show. I don't know if it was because of like fans that would talk about it, and or if it was just because of references.
Right.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, I could have swore I remember "Beam me up, Scotty" too.
You want to do one more?
Oh, sure.
One more Mandela effect. You have to look one up. You have a lot of editing to do on this one.
Oops.
See if you can find one. Yeah, Mandela effect thing. Let's see what comes up.
Oh, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'll stay on here.
Just fucking type it in. God, you make everything so goddamn complicated.
Oh.
Mandela.
Oh my God, my bad. Sorry, see, this is why I put man.
All right, Mandela effect. Here we go. That's 20 new updates. These are the new ones. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
When I'm on tour, I find
cool to the
myself
table
accessing
after the
the
commercials that
internet
Fred
from a
has.
lot
He doesn't know how to spend
different
$10 a
places. I
fucking
worry that
month to get
somebody
rid
might
of
get
it.
access to my password. I rely on
I swear to
Google's
God, he's
two-step
cheap as guy, though.
verification. It's easy. Just tap.
He'll blow
you're in.
$160 on
Turn
tacos,
two-step
but refuses to have a fucking monthly subscription
It's
to
not even
YouTube.
fair, dog.
What are you talking about, dude?
People come into Chewy's and get heaping plates of Tex-Mex.
I've been covering the Mandela effect for a long time. And for every
Is this
new
screen
Mandela
recording?
effect
We
that's
good?
discovered, an older one gets
Okay.
updated. New residue is found, new developments are made. Sometimes the mystery deepens.
Is this the
and
Matrix?
On rare occasions, Mandela effects can even be solved.
Oh, you didn't have to skip it. I was just curious. I didn't know what we were looking at.
This is the first one that's right here. Fruit with a loom photo.
This is that something else.
Okay, let's just go back to it. I just want somebody else to agree with me. I really do. Honestly, I just want you guys to be like, "Hey, I remember there being a whatever the fuck I called that thing earlier. I remember there being a fruit basket.
Right.
So without wasting any more of your time,
I remember Beam Me Up, Scotty.
and interesting developments.
I remember Lucy. You got some
First
splaining to
up,
do.
I want to talk about an interesting find regarding the Fruit of the Loom Mandela effect. I first talked about this in brand new Mandela Effects Part 24. This update is in regards to a photo taken in 1939 of an extremely poor family's house during the Great Depression. The family's wallpaper is made from glued up newspaper clippings. And if you look at this specific place on the wall, you'll see an ad for Fruit of the Loom.
Okay.
At first glance, this ad appears blurry.
Go
but
on.
It looks like it has a cornucopia in it.
It has
does
a.
indeed have a cornucopia.
Bam,
this
bitch.
proves that the Fruit of the Loom artwork
Bam.
has changed.
It's fucking proof
The
right
debate
there.
around this photograph has caused a lot of argument online. And because of this, I decided to use an AI upscaler to enhance the details and see for myself.
Yes, please do.
Now remember, this company swears it never used a cornucopia in any of its company.
Okay, I'm with it.
In fact, we have an entire visual list of all of their previous logos. So after enhancing this, what did I find? Well, once I zoomed in and enhanced the blurry old mess of a photo,
Do your job.
I discovered this.
Do your job, YouTuber.
Yeah, it's not pretty, but it tells us a lot.
Yeah.
After rotating it and going through a mess of old logos, I finally found one that matches. It's the 1893 to 1927 Fruit of the Loom logo.
Fuck you.
Meaning
Fuck
this
you,
newspaper
YouTuber.
had been hanging on their wall.
Fuck you, you liar. There was a fucking cornucopia in it. I don't care what no one says, bro.
I know it looked like it did from afar, but unfortunately, the mystery still remains. You'd think that's it for the Fruit of the
Live in
Loom
an
mystery,
alternate
but
dimension.
I've actually got 2 more updates for you. First up is a trademark filed in 1973 and granted in 1974 by Fruit of the Loom. This trademark was in fact for a deodorant. Now here's the interesting thing about
First of all, I didn't even know they had deodorant.
What the hell? Attached to it, which I'm showing you now. I'd like you to analyze this piece of art right here as I read the literal description for the trademark. Berries, grapes, alone or in bunches, apples, baskets, bowls, and other containers of fruits, including cornucopia.
Boom, bitch! That's what I'm saying. It said right there in the fucking. You heard him.
Yeah, in the description.
You heard him in the description, right there. He said it in the description of the patent. It included a cornucopia.
So wait, let's see what he's about to say.
So why is there not one? Sorry, I just.
In any of their artwork ever, claim a cornucopia in their trademark. I don't know about you, but I find that pretty strange.
That is fucking
Was
weird.
eventually canceled, which you might think, oh, they realized the mistake by adding a cornucopia in the description and then canceled the trademark right away. But that's not what happened. This cancellation took place in 1988, a full 15 years after it was first registered. Fun fact, while researching this, I learned that Fruit of the Loom is one of the earliest trademarks in America, given the number 418.
Damn.
Their first trademark was given 1 year after
They make underwear, dude. I don't fucking care. I just want to know if I had a cornucopia or not.
the trademark predates Coca-Cola, the paper bag, and even the light bulb.
The paper bag is a trademark?
Damn, I didn't know it. Okay.
What the hell?
That was actually pretty cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the light bulb
I
was
was rewatching
trademark.
Breaking Bad for the 20th time
Like,
because it's such a
first it was
phenomenal
underwear,
show
then it was
for
light
every
bulbs.
part.
Nah,
And
I
I
know.
found something really funny. In season 2, episode 6, there's a sign shown for a fictional company called Rio Grande, Fruits and Vegetables. Beside that name is a fake company's logo, a cornucopia filled with a variety of interesting fruits and veggies. This is obviously a reference to the classic Fruit of the Loom cornucopia that
I don't think so. I think
Or that's how it looked.
completely unknown and mysterious reasons.
I remember the cornucopia,
What do
but
you
I don't
think?
remember there not being one.
Continuing on with Breaking Bad, that isn't the only Mandela Effect reference I
Are we
caught
doing the
during my
science bitch
rewatch.
thing?
In season 4, episode 8, there's a scene where Saul Goodman, the funny lawyer character,
Yeah.
makes a reference to Ed McMahon giving away money.
Better call Saul.
How's he doing? Hey, look, I don't mind dropping checks off every week like Ed McMahon, but if you really want to know how they're doing, why don't you go see for yourself?
If you don't know what this is, I don't blame you.
Publishers
I've never covered
Clearinghouse.
this Mandela Effect on my channel because it's pretty
So,
old.
long time ago, old people used to like sign up for Publisher Clearinghouse, which is basically they sold magazines. I only found that out because I went to go sign up and I couldn't do anything unless I bought a magazine subscription. So anyway, so they had this guy that would come up to people's houses and they would have balloons and like they would have like, you know, all this stuff, flowers and whatever, and then they would hold this giant check and it would come door to door if you won. And so you would win crazy amounts of money, like $1 million, $5,000 for the rest of your life, a week, just an insane amount of money, right? And Ed McMahon was one of the guys that delivered the checks. Later on, he came out and he said, I never did that. So that's the whole thing going on right now. And I specifically remember people showing up to the house with checks. I don't remember if Ed McMahon was one of them. So that's what he's talking about now.
Actually, it's
Backstory.
the belief that Ed McMahon used to deliver these giant, oversized Publishers Clearinghouse checks to winners. As the story goes today, Ed McMahon never delivered giant checks and never worked with Publishers Clearinghouse. Any proof or evidence to the contrary is simply gone. It doesn't exist anymore outside of people's memories and references to Ed McMahon from people's memories. The weird part about this in Breaking Bad, though, is that show is one of the finest crafted shows ever made. Every scene, every line of dialogue, every shot and angle, even the costume design and color choices have meaning. So much love and attention went into every part of that show, and yet somehow a person that never gave away money got referenced in this show for giving away money. The origin of this line must have come up as a funny line in the writer's room, and everyone obviously believed Ed McMahon gave away money, so no further research was needed to make sure that it's accurate.
That's what I would say. That's exactly what I would think. Yeah,
It just
I
goes
would
to show how
I would think it'd
mysterious
come
and
down to the
powerful
writers.
the Mandela effect really is. Not a single person there was like, hey, that's not true. Continuing on with the topic of Ed McMahon. Ed McMahon made some commercials back in the day for freecreditreport.com. In those commercials, he's actually rapping. As bizarre as that is, what's even more bizarre is that he talks about handing big checks to people. And the joke of the commercial is that he's going back to all of those houses and trying to get his checks back because he needs money.
What?
It's a great and funny commercial, but it doesn't make any sense considering he apparently never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse and never personally delivered any oversized checks to anyone. The way it goes now is that Ed McMahon was
Alright, this is
spokesperson
getting
for
weird.
Family
that's weird.
Publishers, another company that gave out giant
This is
checks
getting
to winners.
extremely weird.
But Ed McMahon never once personally gave out a giant check. Not once. Even more amazingly, most people don't seem to remember American Family Publishers. What do you remember about all this? This one is really weird, and we could honestly
That
talk
is
about it
definitely
for
a
hours
weird
because
one.
there's so
Because
much
I
to
remember
listen to.
the Publisher
If you'd like to hear
Clearinghouse, and
more
I
about this
remember
in
that
this
that was
video,
like the
let me hear it in the comments.
thing. It's been referenced in
Specific
multiple
Mandela
movies,
effect
and
is a
not just
gold
not just
It
this,
feels like
not
someone
just
went in
Breaking
with a
Bad.
computer program and changed these two details. Ed McMahon never delivered any checks, and he never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse.
Okay, now you're
Despite
getting
all
weird.
the contrary
Right.
evidence, it's so strange. Here is a clever and funny Mandela effect Easter egg hidden away in the television
Mr.
show
Robot.
Mr. Robot. In season 3, episode
I don't
4,
know.
there is a
Have
scene
you
where
seen this?
Darlene is
Never
on her
seen this.
laptop and downloading a movie in the background.
Well, what is
Look
it? I want to know what it
closely, You'll
is.
see that the movie
You
she's
can't just
downloading
skip through
is
shit because you don't know the
1996
show.
movie Shazam, starring Sinbad that doesn't exist and apparently never
What the
has.
fuck?
Sure,
Nigga,
a lot of
look,
Hello.
right there,
No one
Chris,
has
Chris,
found
right there.
Hero. What'd I say? So this
a single
scene right here. All right, so let me back up because I've done a lot of research on the Shazam thing. So this was from College Humor. So there was this giant thing going on the internet a long time ago when we all figured out Shazam wasn't a thing and somehow remembered it. College Humor got the idea that they were going to go and they were going to shoot a scene from Shazam with Sinbad and saying lost footage. And it was supposed to be this whole thing. However, what was extremely, extremely weird is the scene they shot is exactly how we remembered the opening scene when Shazam was found. In the attic by the brother and sister in a house that they just moved into. Now, mind you, let's back up, okay? This is where it gets odd for me. In the 90s, the whole move to a house in a different area with a single parent or even with two, having two parents, and there's always two kids for some weird reason. Think
Right.
about it. Jumanji, Shazam was one of them. The list can go on and on, right? So this whole move to a house thing is like the horror movie theme. Everybody was doing that exact thing. Move to a house, weird shit happens. Move to a town, weird shit happens. But it's always moving to a new area. So to me, it wasn't strange that there would be this, these two kids move into this new house and they find something weird.
Right.
That's the theme of most 90s to early 2000s movies.
All right.
The way they shot it, I swear to God, was exactly how I remembered it. But, and I'm not the only one. Look, you come at me all day. That's fine. You got to go up against 5 million other people in this world that remember the exact same thing. So what he's about to show you, and I'm pretty sure he's going to show it, is a remake of a scene that never happened in a movie that didn't exist. But for somehow,
Everybody
some weird
fucking
reason,
remembers it.
this is exactly how we remembered it.
Right.
Welcome to the
That's
fucking
weird.
weird-ass world we live
That's
in.
fucking weird. I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm just like, bro, I remember this.
So what he's saying is, in the show, Mr. Robot, apparently whoever went to go download whatever movie, they were downloading
Shazam, yeah.
with Sinbad. And that's what we're trying to figure out because
Right.
it was not a movie that never existed. Why
Right.
are all these references to it? It's
Right.
so strange.
It will ever be resolved. Regardless of resolution, stuff like this is a fun wink and a nod to fans of the Mandela effect.
Yeah,
I figured you'd
probably.
enjoy hearing about it. I'm hoping that as we go forward, even more media makes references to stuff like this.
Please
Speaking
don't.
of media,
You're already
I'm working
confusing me
hard
enough.
on a
Right.
Lost Media video. I'm tackling Lost Media in a very different perspective than most people do, so I'm excited to share it with you. Look forward to it. We still have 2 more new Mandela Effect updates to cover in this video, But first, I want to tell you all to go subscribe to my other
Yeah.
channel, All Time Clips. Link in the
Subscribe, like,
description.
comment,
We're
do
trying
all
to
that
get
stuff.
channel to a total of 5,000 subscribers. So
Nice.
let's make it happen. Definitely go subscribe.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Up next is a Mandela effect that I've never covered on All Time. It's the whole Judge Judy has never used her gavel in any of the episodes.
Yeah, I'm done with
Yeah.
this. So this is the same.
When I first
Let's
heard of
just
this,
lather, rinse, repeat
this
on
one
these.
seemed
We
so
already
absurd
kind
to
of
me,
did all
I
that.
couldn't
What else you
judge.
got besides
At the
that?
time it
Britney
became
Spears.
popular.
The
Rummy
Britney Spears one
twice already.
blew my mind.
Once about a missing headset microphone.
Yeah.
And again regarding a supposed gray plaid skirt that she wore in the 1998 Baby One More Time music video. The overwhelming majority of people remember her skirt being plaid, but now it's simply black.
No,
I remember the
This new
plaid
Mandela
skirt.
No, I
effect
thought it was
is
black.
in reference to that Mandela
I remember the
effect.
plaid skirt.
A few years
But
back,
that's
Britney
just
Spears
because
dressed up for
I
Halloween
probably
in a
wanted her in
throwback
one.
outfit
I don't
and
know.
posted it to
it
Instagram.
could be a
She
number
was
of
dressed in a
things.
schoolgirl outfit influenced by the outfit she wore in her
The
music
missing
video years
headset is the
before.
one that freaked
Now, when
me
this was
out.
originally posted, the Mandela effect surrounding it wasn't really known yet. The change in skirt design and color hadn't been noticed yet, but in the years since, it's become quite the interesting find. In the Instagram photo, Britney is actually wearing a gray plaid skirt, like everyone seems to remember her wearing in her music video. Perhaps Britney also remembers it being gray and plaid, or perhaps she couldn't find or purchase a black skirt in time for Halloween. Whatever the case, it's interesting that she herself dressed the way so many people remember her dressing.
I remember
but
it
not
being
how she
plaid. I
actually
don't know
dressed in
why,
the
but I
One
did.
More Time music video.
It could have
Was that
been.
simply a
Like I
mistake
said,
on
maybe
her
I just
part
wanted
or
her.
a bad memory? Is it as
Had a
simple
huge
as
crush on
she
Britney
just
Spears
didn't
at
look
one
up any reference to her outfit?
But who didn't?
Or maybe she did look up her video and the skirt had not changed yet. Stuff like this makes the Mandela effect so interesting to me.
That girl got
Anyway, let me
proposed
know if you
to by like a
this format and if you
35-year-old
more
guy
videos
when she was like
this.
fucking
I really
16
enjoyed the freedom
on
of
stage
discussion
on
this style
TRL.
grants me, so I hope you
I
liked
think
it.
that was it.
She went through some shit.
Yeah.
Look up the missing headset
Hurry.
though. It's fucking weird, dude. Britney Spears missing headset. That's all you gotta type in and it'll pop up.
Oh shit.
Britney Spears headset right there. So yeah, there you go. It's the first one. Just click on the first one.
Get off.
Could have literally clicked on it and it would have went away. Do you even YouTube? Dude?
Yes, just not on tablet.
All right. Check. Just
Britney Spears.
Weird.
The world famous pop singer, songwriter, and
What do they
dancer
say on
who
the
ruled
headset
charts
for?
in the late 1990s
Oh well, you
and
know what?
early
Let me react to
2000s.
it.
I'm
Popped
gonna
up
let
a
you
lot
watch it.
recently.
I'm gonna tell you why it's weird.
Most notably, though, because she is the subject of a high-profile and court-mandated conservatorship that has controlled the vast majority of her life and finances for the past
I gotta
13
refill
years.
this while it's playing.
Under U.S. law, a conservatorship is the
I don't
appointment of
care
a
about the
guardian
Yeah.
or
conservatorship. I don't
judge
give a
to
shit if her
manage
dad
the
wants all her
financial
money. I
affairs
don't really
and/or
care about
daily
none of
life
that.
of
That's
another
family
person
problems. Have nothing
due
to do with
old
me.
age or mental
I'm
limitations.
gonna skip it to the
I mean,
part
it's still
where-
fuck that
Essentially
guy. Don't
means
get me
is
wrong.
that the
At
family
the
of
same
Britney
time.
Spears has had full control over her life and her money for over a decade. The
Yep.
details of this conservatorship have become more widely known as of late and sparked a pretty massive controversy, beyond more than just her fans. All I have to say in regards to all of this is, free Britney. Let this adult woman make her
She
own
already got
decisions
freed,
in life.
so
Yeah.
let's move
Mental
on from that.
limitations aren't an excuse to take away someone's freedom. The reason I bring up all these details regarding Britney Spears is because of this heightened media presence. A lot more people have recently been taking a closer look at Britney Spears' life and music. And somewhere along the line, people started
Like,
noticing some
subscribe,
changes
ring
from
the
what they
bell.
remember, specifically in regards to her music videos. This is where the Mandela effect comes in, and I'm curious to hear what you all remember and what you all think. In the 2000 music video for the song Oops, I Did It Again, Britney Spears
Watch
dances and
this.
sings
This
along to a
gets-
song while wearing a very
This one
memorable
got me. I was
skin-tight
like,
red
what the fuck? Wait
the
a
Mandela
minute.
effect here is regarding her headset microphone. An unbelievable amount of people online remember this microphone.
I remember.
But as
So
of now,
stop right here. I remember she had a black headset that with a microphone that came out. Right. Here's where it gets weird. You're gonna see her adjust a headset that doesn't even fucking exist anymore for some weird reason. And what was really weird about this, and he's gonna go over all this shit, but this is the weird part about it. They used to sell merchandise, and they sold a set. It was a Britney Spears doll, and it came with the same headset that didn't exist in the fucking in the video.
The hell?
It's the weirdest thing, bro. Because
Yeah,
I
so
specifically
I didn't know
remember
about
it. Now,
this.
mind you, I grew up in the era,
Right.
so for me, if and you're gonna listen to anybody, listen to me.
Right.
I was there. I remember this shit. I used to
Right.
watch MTV and TRL and Rap City, all that shit. I was like glued to music. So here we go. Watch.
it doesn't exist. Think back to that music video and tell me what you remember. Personally speaking, I wasn't a fan of her music growing up, but my sister was, so I inadvertently heard all of her songs hundreds of times. It felt unavoidable at that time. So
Yeah,
that
but-
explains the huge volume of people who remember this specific detail. Now, let's be real for a second. A missing headset microphone in and of itself is weird, but it's hardly a mind-blowing Mandela effect. But it gets deeper.
Yeah.
People have scoured the internet looking for residue and proof of its existence. And you know what? A lot has been found. Let's check it out. Some of the first things found were photos of people who dressed up as Britney Spears for Halloween costume parties.
The Halloween
Of these many
costume
photos, quite a
came with
few
the
of them
headset.
Are wearing the red outfit and the now missing headset microphone as part of their costume. It's strange that these people who went all in on getting the look just right accidentally included a headset microphone that she apparently never wore. Weird, right?
And she's wearing it on the wrong
Interesting
side.
still is that the officially released Oops, I Did It Again doll of Britney Spears that released in 2000 also had a headset microphone. There was also a deluxe version of the doll that came with a CD of the song, also included a headset microphone.
Yep.
Again, it's a weird detail to include considering the original music video apparently never had a headset microphone. It's just everyone seems to think it did for some reason.
Because it fucking
So next
did,
we have
bro.
a collectible
I'm telling
Funko Pop figure of Britney Spears in her red outfit making a pose. This pop figure was first released January 2021. Situations like this are super fascinating to me because so much can be drawn from this. Think about it. We have a toy from when the music video was originally released with a headset mic, and now a new toy many years later without one, meaning the Mandela effect happened sometime between those 20 years. Or everyone is misremembering the music video and she never
No,
had a headset
you can't tell me it didn't. There's too much
Everyone is
evidence to
wrong.
show that it
The
did.
dolls are wrong. The costumes are wrong. All the thousands of comments on internet threads, and Funko
Damn.
Pop simply did the research and made their pop figure according to the actual music video.
Damn.
I don't really care
There are
about the
just so
Funko
many
Pop, to be honest with you.
possibilities. If the video somehow did change because of the Mandela effect, then Funko Pop isn't actually wrong in making a figure without a headset.
No, no, I'm
They
not
checked
saying
the
they're
video and
wrong.
said, okay,
all
you're
I'm
right.
saying about
So
this
again,
whole
I have to
thing is
ask
when
you,
she
what do
adjusted
you
the mic
remember?
in the
Another
music
interesting
video,
bit of
she
residue
adjusted the
fans
headset.
uncovered or remembered was from the
You could literally pull up the music video right now. I'll show you the exact moment. She adjusts the headset that doesn't exist. Come on, bro.
Disney Channel original series.
Yeah, I don't know about
In an episode titled Picture
I
Day,
don't care about this.
released in 2001, Lizzie McGuire dressed.
This
as
is
Britney
all
Spears
the
from
evidence
Oops, I
about
Did It
the-
Again music
Oh.
video,
So it
complete with a
relates,
headset
but I'm
mic.
saying like,
Let's
yeah.
take a look.
It'd be so oops, I did it again.
Oh, she got a mic too.
Oh, would you look at that? How
Lizzie's
odd.
talking about dressing like Britney Spears. Not a problem. I couldn't possibly look like Britney for at least 5 more years and like 5 million sit-ups.
This fun Venn diagram of Britney Spears fans and Mandela Effect enthusiasts have poured into the comment section of the official music video and have scoured every single frame of it looking for residual details to put their minds at ease. There is nothing worse than feeling crazy, knowing something for sure only to be completely wrong.
So weird.
At least all of those fans can rest easy in the comfort that so many other people remember the headset microphone just like them. After digging long enough, something interesting was finally noticed. There is a moment in the music video where it looks like Britney Spears is adjusting the headset microphone.
Told you.
It isn't a strange
Y'all think I'm
action to
crazy, I
adjust a
told you.
headset microphone during intense choreography.
I go with her facts.
or while
I
moving
don't
around performing.
watch this shit.
But it is strange for your hand to adjust a headset microphone that isn't there. So let's take a look at that and tell me what you think.
Of course. See, this is Fred's fault. This is fucking Fred's fault. He's too goddamn cheap. Spend $10 a month. What are you adjusting there, Brittany? What are you adjusting? That's not a dance move.
People looking too hard at this, or is there something there?
No.
Along with the
I'm
Oops,
telling you, there was a
music video,
fucking headset.
There's a behind-the-scenes making of video. There isn't a headset microphone shown or used at any point. If it was there, it isn't there now. So let's
Bro.
talk about some possible explanations. I have 5 explanations for you. You could agree, you could disagree, maybe you have your own explanation.
I'm done with
But
this.
these
I
are the
don't
ones
care
that
anymore. The thing is about the whole Mandela effect, man, is like, yeah, okay, I'll give you this much. Humans are bad at remembering shit.
Yeah.
That is a fact. I don't deny that at all.
Right.
However, I will say the things that I do remember are very minute, but
Right.
I remember Shazam as a movie.
Right.
And I remember Britney having a headset. And you guys realize, like, look at the time. This was 90s and early 2000s.
Right.
We didn't have the best wireless technology.
Right.
Everybody was wired up and mic'd up. So having a headset, yeah, I specifically remember that. Because
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
glued to MTV all day.
something
It was the
completely
first
new
thing-
to me.
I had a routine. When I came home, the first thing I did was I caught the Dragon Ball Z new episode. Because back then they were dropping new episodes. I'm so old. I'm a
Right.
fucking dinosaur. And then right after that, I would hit up MTV and then right after MTV, because that was back when they actually had
played
videos,
music and shit.
And then there would be TRL, and then Rap City came on right after that. So that was my whole thing. I remember that when Oops, I Did It Again hit, it topped the charts. It was every fucking where. You couldn't get away from it. And she had a fucking headset.
Damn.
I specifically remember it. That's why you see her adjusting it even though it's not there. And she did that with the headset on.
Damn.
How we got to this point, I don't know. But
Mandela
I
effect.
know
Universes clashed and some stuff got wiped from us.
there's a lot of there's a lot of speculation on why things are the way they are. Is universes colliding? There's it could be particles, bad memories. It could be
but a lot of people
Super
have
Hadron Collider. It could be a fucking gazillion things.
Right. That's weird how, like you said earlier, when we were looking at another one, millions of people remembering the exact same thing. That's not can't be a coincidence.
Millions of people remembering a movie that didn't exist is a phenomenon that no one's looking at. We're overlooking the idea that there's so many people remembering a movie that didn't exist.
Maybe everybody who remembered from that different parallel
but that would
universe.
mean that I'm from that parallel.
I'm from there because I remember a movie.
I specifically remember it, but when I talk to people,
like, no.
I've literally had conversations with people where I'm like, "You remember Shazam, right? When with Sinbad." And oh no, you're thinking of Kazam, and that had Shaq in it. There was that movie, yeah, I remember that. I also remember when Shaq played a superhero in the worst movie ever made. But Shazam was a movie, and you can't convince me otherwise because I was there and I remember it specifically. I had a lot of movies that I collected over the years, and I really wish I still had it, but it was a thing. The Britney Spears headset is one that I was like, wait, that was one that blew my mind. It really did. I know I say that a lot, but my mind gets blown a lot because I'm an idiot. And when I learn something new, I'm like, what? I didn't know air was real.
Right.
I'm an idiot. I don't know shit. So when I learn something, my mind gets blown. It's okay. But this one hit home because I was like, I specifically remember the headset. Now, McDonald's arches and the Fruit of the Loom cornucopias and all that shit.
Weird.
Fine. Okay. All right. You know what? Whatever. Say it's not. Okay. I'm just bad at remembering shit. That's fine. I barely remember my kids' names half the time. So you know what? Cool. But little details like that, a little different, because for over millions. If 10,000 people remember a direction to a place that never existed, that would be a phenomenon.
Yeah.
But for millions of people to remember a movie that didn't exist,
that's a little weird.
Something's going on. Something's happening. I don't know what it is. I don't have the answers, but I know something's happening. The thing about the headset is I specifically remember her having one.
Yeah.
That's why the merchandise with the doll was sold with the headset, because it existed. And the fact that we're going back and saying it didn't, it's beyond me, man.
So my thing is this. Let's just say if it didn't, who put that out there? Out of nowhere, everybody was like at the same time. They were like, there's a mic. Boom.
80s and 90s babies are standing up to this. And we're saying a lot of this isn't true. There's a lot of things that we remember all of a sudden aren't a thing.
What if they redid the video or something?
I wouldn't. It's possible. It's possible if it's just a big prank, a big joke. But somebody would have came out and been like, nah, we were just fucking with y'all. I just want to see what y'all were doing. Somebody would have did that by now. This is a really old Mandela effect. This isn't new. This isn't like something that popped up last year. This is shit that it's been in the making a while. Like, all of a sudden, there's no headset. And we're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I specifically remember a headset. Like, I know there was one. You can't tell me otherwise. I know there was. And the fact that it's not there now is making me wonder, like, am I going crazy? What if I'm just making all this shit up? What if this isn't even real? What if everything that I'm going through right now is just in my head? What if I'm in a coma right now and I'm just talking to nobodies, to a bunch of NPCs that I made up? It makes you start to really wonder, like, wait a minute, am I making shit up in my head? Like, is there something going on? Or am I fucking delusional?
Right. Yeah, I've thought about shit like that before. It's all a simulation.
What if Fred is just a person I inspire to be, and he's just somebody I made up? It starts to make me really wonder, like, is all of this just characters that I made up in my fucking head, and I'm really just in an insane asylum? Right now under a shit ton of drugs. There was once a guy who lived an entire life in a coma.
Yeah.
He came out and found out his whole life was a lie.
Yeah.
What if I'm that? What if that's this right now?
Yeah.
It makes me really wonder sometimes. The Mandela effects are are something that I don't want to believe in a lot of them, but some of them you can't overlook. You can't overlook the headset. You can't overlook Shazam. You can't overlook some of the things. The cornucopia, sure. The monocle, fine. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, maybe I'm just bad at remembering shit. I don't look, I put science before anything.
Right.
I don't take away from the fact that humans are bad at remembering shit.
Right.
But some things that you know for a fact, now saying that they're not real.
Yeah.
No, I'm not believing any of that shit.
I don't believe it. Especially with for me, it was Mr. Rogers. No, you can't change my mind.
You can't tell me that.
You can't
That's
change my mind. You're not changing my mind. Nope.
A beautiful day in this neighborhood and a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Okay. I could say maybe I just overlooked it and we were so,
No, bro, how?
I could say that.
I'm telling you, it's been this.
But here's the thing, though. I could say that because when that would come on, I would just sing it. I never listened to this or the. I just sang it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it could have been. That's a possibility. Like, I could have just, okay. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood and we're moving on.
All right.
The white shoes, the brown shoes, whatever.
You put on the slippers or not the slippers. They're what were they called? They were like
no. There's another Mandela effect on it with the shoes. Something about the color of the shoes or the color of the jacket. I can't remember which one it was. Or something like that. But either way, fine. Okay, maybe I just overlooked that. But to remember an entire fucking movie that didn't exist,
right? Yeah.
Come on, bro. There's no way. There's no way. And the thing is, it's like if that's the case, then fine. But you can't tell me that there was not a headset in the Britney Spears. That was the thing to remember. We're looking at her face,
right,
and then her titties, and then we go down. Then we go back up to her face.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Because I was a teenager.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
She didn't have much of booty.
No, she has a model body.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she could have modeled.
Right.
Yeah, she had a model body.
Right.
She wasn't like thick, and that wasn't what she was known for.
I don't think
she was an idol.
Yeah,
she was an icon.
Right.
And for people to remember an icon wearing a headset and then all of a sudden she just doesn't have one.
Poof.
Nope. Beyond me, man. It's beyond me. I don't know. Mandela effects are weird. I've wanted to touch on this for a while because
they are. It really makes you.
One.
It really makes you question stuff that isn't in the Mandela effect. Yeah. You know what? Let me go make sure this is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me go check this.
Yeah, because see, that's one of the. Because I'll give you an example, right? Okay, I spelled Whattup World, just WHATTUP. There's an exclamation point. What if 25 years from now, people go back and say there was never an exclamation point?
Right.
I created it. Yes, the fuck there was.
Right.
But they're telling me no, there wasn't. No, there wasn't. Look, and then they go back and there's no exclamation point. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, how the fuck could you tell me, bitch? I created it. We created this shit. We bought the logo. I know what was there.
But it's like that's not.
But they're like,
no, that's not what we remember.
No, we don't remember it, so it doesn't exist. Okay, fine. Then we go look up the proof, and there's no exclamation point.
All right.
That exclamation point, like right on this side or wherever the fuck it is,
right?
It doesn't exist now, and it's just like, it's like what? It's just to me, it's just weird. It's something that makes you really wonder. Like, are you fucking real? Like, am I really crazy?
All right.
Am I making all this shit up in my head? Is this real?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes I don't know, man.
Sometimes
you
get especially when you get high, man. Getting that deep thought, and you're just like, what?
If I get high, I go down rabbit holes and never come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
The world's a lie. We're living in a simulation. Y'all are NPCs. Next thing you know, I'm fucking running butt naked through traffic. It's hard for me. I don't know. It's just for me. The one that's hardest is the Shazam movie. Now, do I remember every detail again? No, I don't. I just remember.
There was a movie.
Yeah, and the fact that it's not all of a sudden, it's like I know I'm not going crazy.
I remember seeing him, that Sinbad,
look just like that.
Yeah, in a fucking movie. But apparently,
and the weird thing is when they came out with the prank,
everybody was like,
everybody's looking at it like,
yep, there it is. There's
what the fuck? That's exactly what it looked like.
But apparently not.
I really do feel like we're being trolled.
Yeah.
I do. I honestly just feel like we're all
something's trolling us.
Yeah, I just feel like that's really what it is. I do feel like we're being trolled. Like this is not a real thing.
Yeah.
The Monopoly Man never had a monocle. Okay, Peter Man did, so I could have associated that. That's fine. Cornucopia wasn't a real thing in Fruit of the Loom. All right, that's fine. I can deal with that. Whatever. I remember there being one, but if there wasn't, fine. So be it. But to tell me that a movie, I just made up a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. 5 million people made up the same movie.
Yeah. And the same guy.
Same guy.
I get if it's like different
Same
people,
basis.
but no, it's just one dude.
That's fine. So
if I was a director, I would have made that movie then, since people remember it. You know how many people going to? Oh yeah, no. There's still a movie. No,
I don't think so. I don't know, man. It's a weird one.
That is weird.
That's all for today, though. I think we're out of here. I just, I don't know. I had to do this one.
Yeah.
I think I really,
Mandela effect is strange, man.
It's strange because, like, you could get into the mind of a person by kind of going through memories.
Right.
But to say that people are just making shit up.
Yeah, that's tough.
But we're all interconnected while making shit up.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a hard sell, man.
Yeah.
That's a hard sell.
All right.
That's it. I'm out of here.
All right. Peace.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down on the bottom below. Also, if you're new, make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified anytime new videos upload.
And also, don't forget to hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify. And for exclusive content, we also have a website, which will be in the description below.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we're out of here.
Peace.